Imagine a god so beloved, so radiant that his very presence brought light and joy to the 9 realms. Now imagine that god doomed to die, not by war or great calamity, but by something as small and fragile as a sprig of mistletoe. This is the haunting story of Baldur, the Norse god of light, whose fate shook the very foundations of Asgard. Welcome to Legends Reimagined, where ancient myths are reborn and mysteries unraveled with the power of AI. Today we'll trace the events that led to Baldur's tragic end, a tale woven with prophecy, love, betrayal, and fate. Baldur wasn't just a god, he was a beacon of hope, the shining heart of Asgard. His beauty was unmatched, his kindness legendary, and his aura so bright that even shadows seemed to retreat in his presence. He was the joy of the gods, the light that filled their world. But light, as we know, casts shadows, and Baldur's brilliance could not escape the looming darkness of fate. The prophecy came like a bitter wind. Baldur was destined to die. The gods, struck with fear, turned to Frigg, Baldur's mother. Determined to defy destiny, she traveled across the 9 realms, extracting oaths from all things, living and inanimate, to never harm her son. Stones, beasts, fire, water, everything swore to protect Baldur. Everything, except one insignificant plant, mistletoe. For a time, it seemed the prophecy had been thwarted. Baldur, now believed invincible, became the center of the gods' games. They would throw weapons and stones at him, only to watch them bounce off without leaving a mark. Laughter filled Asgard once more. But fate doesn't surrender so easily, and lurking in the shadows was Loki, the trickster god, ever watchful, ever plotting. Jealous of Baldur's light, resentful of his perfection, Loki found his opening. Disguised as an old woman, he approached Frigg and, with a few carefully placed words, tricked her into revealing the one thing she had overlooked, the mistletoe. Small, harmless, and seemingly insignificant, yet it held the key to Baldur's doom. With cunning precision, Loki crafted a spear from the mistletoe. But he didn't stop there. He sought out Höðr, Baldur's blind brother, and with a voice laced with deceit, guided Höðr's hand. The spear flew through the air, silent and swift, and before anyone could react, it struck Baldur. In that moment, the light of Asgard flickered and died. Baldur fell, his radiant aura fading into nothingness. The gods stood frozen, disbelief etched into their faces. How could this happen? How could a god so pure, so invincible, be struck down by something so insignificant? Grief gripped them, and the 9 realms trembled under the weight of their sorrow. Baldur's death was more than the loss of a beloved god. It was a catalyst, a cosmic shift that signaled the beginning of the end, Ragnarok. The prophecy had not been thwarted, it had merely been delayed. Now the gods stood powerless, watching as the wheels of fate turned toward their inevitable doom. This story is more than a myth. It's a reflection of life's harsh truths. No matter how bright the light, shadows always linger. No matter how strong we are, fate finds a way. Baldur's tale reminds us that even the most radiant among us can fall, and that sometimes it's the smallest things that wield the greatest power. What do you think? Could the gods have changed Baldur's fate, or was it always destined to happen? Was Loki's betrayal inevitable, or could he have been stopped? I'd love to hear your theories in the comments below. And if you're as fascinated by Norse mythology as I am, be sure to subscribe and join me next time as we explore another gripping tale from the 9 realms. Until then, remember, every legend holds a spark of truth, waiting to be reimagined. Stay legendary.